Shalom, my name is Moshiach. I'm making this from Jerusalem, and we'll begin with a little writing that honors the American courage of electing Barack Obama. It's called Obama the Bird, quote unquote. Hope you like it. He dreamed the dream to live the dream. In time, and time was the dividing of time. That's today, folks. In his dream, he promised us to share as trials test his dreams. His dream, recognized, remains uninhabited, and so not accepted. Still, our believing, receiving from God, is the dream's bestowing. In use faith, we were unafraid. Though he's unable to receive, still he continues the dream. He'll ascend to inhabit its mantle. As in dreams wasted are tears paid that really no one can abide. Composed and sung, every harmony is a scenario for good is served. While demons stalk, post-exile's night's dream in today's reality. In troubled grammars and riddled uncertainty, it rejects intentions, undermining false promise to compel the soul's truth to trust in God. And this is sown doubts against demand stimulus and its dreams of hope. As the truth that shared exiles long night now rises in supply-side victory. Having compassed exile's night in endless awe of day, in truth's light, it now dispels the child's fear and wishful thinking, removed in reality, saying adieu, love abide. What was mere good intentions cannot abide. To dream anew the dreams as ascend, that we together can inhabit. As in our place, there's no dream we cannot together abide, and no tempest great we cannot transcend, and together inhabit. In life's stream, we expect fantasy and receive reality's blessings. As blessed in life is man, absent the child's fantasies as reality ascends. That in cognitive life's triumph, we can and do slay the killer of dreams. To in love's wealth of memory, we can accept the true castle's gate. As in man's soul we live, build, and together inhabit life's purpose. Thank you for listening. I'm Moshiach. I'm the author of the trilogy Humanomics. And let's put this all in perspective. The U.S. economy, we're told that the 787 billion stimulus ended the free fall. Well, folks, ground zero ended the free fall, number one. And number two, TARP and the American Reinvestment and Recovery Act, with its pretentious title, they're not working. They're presiding over ground zero. Everybody's lying. And let's say it's simple and clear. There are two major sectors of the U.S. economy, housing and consumer spending, and both have tanked massively. They're not coming back. The solution is the new economic paradigm, developed, mandated in law, creating a new world-class global technological infrastructure that will create a third macro sector of human health and well-being that will grow to be larger than both housing and consumer spending over the decade and a half ahead. As the economy grows from 13-14 trillion to 45 to 50 trillion, it will require a $5 trillion investment over a decade and a half to two. It'll be amortized over 20 to 25 years. 2 trillion of that will come from America, and the other 3 trillion will come from the G20. That's it, folks. And there's no choice. There is no way out of the mess we're in unless we, supply side, invest our way out. And Congress will happily invest if it sees a coherent, hard power, authentic new science and technology strategy that actually has a coherent goal for sustainable growth that will create tens of millions of sustainable jobs. And that's the name of the tune, folks. It's Humanomics, the new East-West convergence model. It's not a coincidence that the East and West systems, capitalism, communists, both collapse pretty much in history at the same time. And that's the result of the end of exile and confirmed by the collapse of the local reality. But this is not on the radar. This is still flying below the radar in Washington and Brussels and everywhere else, in Tokyo. I'll say it very plainly. Everybody's lying. It's much worse, folks, than we are being told. And everybody is very much afraid to want to take this incredibly complex articulation of new science and technology, of Humanomics' trilogy, new cognitive behavioral science, new economic paradigm, the integration of labor. See, this is too risky. Politicians, well, folks, I've got news for you, President Obama. What you're doing is far more riskier. The risk is far greater. You have a jobless recovery promised and an incredibly amplified, worsening situation with the deficit out of control. The impact on the currency, it's manifold, the problems that are in the pipeline. So you have no choice. You got to go forward and to the brave new world. So that's why I wrote this little summary, and I'm reminded of Michelle Obama's word pathetic, quote unquote. She was saying in the white space, she's talking about herself on one level, and another she was saying this well-intended man who I love, it's pathetic he doesn't realize that he's dreaming and his good intentions aren't going to produce the results. Well, women pretty much know their men most oftentimes better than the men themselves know themselves. That's it. I thank you for listening. I'm Moshiach, the author of the trilogy. I've put it on the line. I hope this makes things a bit more clear. Thank you.